In the beginning, there was nothing, no light, no form, no matter, just darkness and potential. And then a word, let there be light. And there was light. Not action first, not material first, word first. This is the original creation, and this is the blueprint you carry, because you were made in the image of the original creator, not just to look like him, to function like him. Today, I want to show you what creation really is and why you were made to make. Before anything existed, there was Word. The Gospel of John opens with this. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Think about what this means. Before matter existed, before the universe expanded, before light or darkness or time or space, there was Word. And creation didn't happen through action. It happened through speaking. Let there be light. Let there be sky. Let there be land. Let there be life. The Word wasn't describing what was. The Word was creating what would be. This is the sequence of creation. Thought becomes word. Word becomes reality. And this is why your words are powerful. Not metaphorically, actually. When you speak, you're echoing the original creative act. You're using the same tool the Creator used. Words becoming real. Words are not just communication. Words are creation. Now let me ask you a question that has haunted philosophers and physicists for centuries. Can chaos produce order? Can a random explosion create the golden ratio? Can accident produce the Fibonacci sequence? Can chance birth the mathematics that govern the entire universe? Here's what physics tells us. Entropy is the natural direction of all systems. Things fall apart. They don't assemble. If you drop a vase, it shatters into 1,000 pieces. If you wait 1 billion years, the pieces do not reassemble into a vase. Entropy increases, order decreases. This is the second law of thermodynamics. And yet, we have DNA, a code more complex than any computer language ever written. 4 letters, A, T, C, G, arranged in sequences that build every living thing. We have the eye, a system so intricate that Darwin himself wrote, "To suppose that the eye could have been formed by natural selection seems, I freely confess, in the highest degree." We have consciousness, matter that somehow became aware of itself, atoms that can contemplate atoms, dust that knows it is dust. We have the golden ratio, a mathematical constant that appears in flower petals, seashells, hurricanes, galaxies, your own fingerprint. How does randomness produce this? How does chaos birth a pattern that repeats across every scale of existence? Here's what I've come to believe. Randomness produces noise, design produces pattern, and we are surrounded by pattern. Either the universe is the greatest accident in existence, or there is an intelligent designer at play, a mind behind the mathematics, a word before the world. Let's look at how the original creator actually created, because there's a pattern here that changes everything. God did not start with man. He started with everything man would need. Day 1, light and darkness. Why? Because man would need a rhythm. Day and night, wake and sleep, walk and rest. Day 2, sky and water separated. Why? Because man would need space, above and below, heaven and earth. Day 3, land and plants. Why? Because man would need ground to stand on and food to eat. Day 4, sun, moon and stars. Why? Because man would need time, seasons, years, navigation. Day 5, fish and birds. Why? Because man would need wonder, life in the sea, life in the sky, beauty to behold. Day 6, animals, then man. Why? Because man would need companionship, and then, finally, purpose. Day 7, rest. Why? Because even God honored the boundary of completion. Do you see what happened here? God didn't create man and then panic about where to put him. He prepared the environment first, the ecosystem, the support system, the resources. Then and only then he created the one who would inhabit it. This is the pattern of the original creator. Vision, he saw what was needed. Word, he spoke it into form, sequence. He built in order, not randomly. Purpose, each creation served the next rest. He stopped when it was complete. This is not accident, this is design, and this is the blueprint for how you are meant to create. Now we come to you. The scripture says something extraordinary. Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness, in our image. Not just in appearance, in function. What does God do? He creates. What are you made for? To create. And look at what God gave Adam immediately. The power to name. Whatever Adam called each living creature, that was its name. Adam didn't just label them, he defined them. He spoke their identity into permanence. This is creation. Not making something from nothing. That's God's alone. But taking what exists and giving it meaning, structure, identity. This is what you do when you create content that names what people feel but couldn't articulate. When you speak a truth that gives order to their chaos. When you call something by its real name and suddenly it becomes real to them. You are functioning in the image of the original creator. You are using the gift that was placed in humanity from the beginning. The gift of creation, the gift of naming, the gift of bringing order from chaos through the power of word. But here is the tragedy. Most people never create. They consume, they react, they scroll, they take in, and never pour out. They die full of everything they never gave, full of words they never spoke, full of visions they never manifested, full of creations that never left their imagination. They were made in the image of a creator and they spent their lives as consumers. They had the power to name and they stayed silent. They had the gift to bring order from chaos and they just watched the chaos scroll by. The image of God is not just in your form, it's in your function. You are made to make, not to merely take. So here is what I want you to understand. You are not here to consume. You are here to create. The words you speak are not just communication. They are creation. Every time you speak truth, you echo the original act. Let there be. And it is so. The order you see in the universe is not accident. It is design. And you carry that same design in you. The capacity to bring order from chaos, to name what has no name, to prepare environments for what will inhabit them, to sequence your creation with divine order, to rest when it is complete. You were made in the image of the original creator, not just to look like him, to function like him. So create, speak, name, build, order the chaos, pour out everything that was placed in you. And when your time is done, don't die full. Die empty, having given everything, having spoken every word, having created every creation, having functioned fully in the image you were made to carry. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And you were made in that image. Now go create.